Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to Pole Day qualifying for tomorrow afternoon's 12th race of the second season of the NASCAR Winston Cup Series as we're getting set to see who will start on the pole position for this race. A lot at 10 minutes on the clock as Ben Erickson is the first car now onto the track. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my volume down. Maybe a little loud for me. Ben Erickson starting his first time lap. 40 drivers here for 7 spots. 33 drivers will not race tomorrow. This is our 12th race of the season. 23.010 for Ben Erickson in the 10, or the 13, excuse me. Erickson trying to make his 4th start of the year. There we got some drivers already heading out onto the track. There's Skylar Davidson. Did not qualify for the Busch race this afternoon. Sarah Taylor in the 36. Starts her first time lap. That's Momo Akari, Kasumi Takashi, Alexander Rowe. There's Luna Farmer, last week's winner. Dylan Ibrahimian had a day to forget yesterday in the Truck Series. We'll see him this afternoon in the Busch Series race. Azar Mirmoz in the 27th spot. Now up to 1422, that number 8. That was Noah Tutu, Chloe Erickson, Jesse Art, Daniel Voiles, 32nd quickest. Diego Marquez is the fastest in the session. Diego Marquez running the Autism Speaks awareness colors on his Texaco Haviland Dodge. Joe Moore in the 51. Shyla Askarov failed to qualify for the Busch race. Brendan Rogers made his debut last week. Michael Brown. Brady Columbus. Daniel Gitteroth. Max Anderson. Luna Farmer on the board. Phelan Bradley. CJ Bracken. Eric Alpha. Bora Park. We'll see her this afternoon in the Busch race. Jacob Foster, third quickest. Elizabeth Gardner, looking for some speed there. Mohammed Zain on the outside looking in. Quentin Moore, we'll see him this afternoon in the Busch race. Momo Akari, Carlos Rodriguez to the top of the timesheets. 22.270 for the 37 car. That puts Momo Akari now on the bubble. Matthew Hubert a 3.49. And now Momo just got beat by Diego Marquez 3.74. So Akari is now on the outside looking in. Diego Marquez now on the bubble. That's Brenda Eveline. Jesse Art still trying to get in the show. 17th quickest for her. And now the 71 of Helga Gunnarsson moves to the bubble spot by 2/1000s over Diego Marquez. But it's looking very likely, unless someone does a incredible lap time, as we're looking at Brenda Eveling. We'll see Brenda this afternoon in the Busch race. And the 2.5 minutes left to go here in this go-grom session. We got another 15 minutes coming up next for the Winston Cup drivers. I think right now we might have our 7 drivers locked into the show. Depending if anybody else improves. Where it's looking very likely nobody's going to improve. Yeah. As Brenda Ealing getting around Ben Erickson. There's Helga, 22.372, her fastest lap. Down to a minute to go here in Gorgom qualifying. Last qualifying session of the weekend. Looking likely that Michael Brown will make the show. This will be his 3rd start. Carlos Rodriguez will make his 5th. Jacob Foster will make his 3rd start of the season. Eric Alpha will make his 3rd. Sarah Taylor, or Skylar Taylor as we like to call her, this will be her 2nd start of the year. Summit Oskin just jumped in the fast 7. That bumped Helga Gunnarsson out. Summit trying to make his 5th start of the year. And Matthew Hubert in the 78 trying to make his 4th start of the year. What a cracker of a lap for Summit Oskin to get himself locked into the show. As that is it. Time is up for this first round of Go or Go Home qualifying. And I don't think anybody's going to improve. And nobody improves. So Carlos Rodriguez, Michael Brown, Jacob Foster, Eric Alpha, Sarah Taylor, Summit Oskin, and Matthew Hubert. Those are your 7 drivers who will make the show tomorrow afternoon. Unfortunately, the drivers who will not race tomorrow afternoon and will be going home are, as I don't care about the error, Phelan Bradley, Helga Gunnarsson, Diego Marquez, Momo Akari, Brady Columbus, Azar Mirwis, Lauren Grubius, Cassandra Mills. We'll see Grubius this afternoon. Elizabeth Gardner, Bora Park, Mohammed Zain, Joe Moore, Noah Tutu, Dylan Ibrahimian, Christian Williams still cannot make a race. Jesse Arts, D&Q woes continue. Simi Takashi, Shane Earnhardt, Skylar Davidson, CJ Bracken, Daniel Gitteroth, Brenda Elin, Alexander Rome, Michael Anderson, Quinton Moore, Brendan Rogers, Leo Hill, Daniel Voiles, Chloe Erickson, Shyla Askeroff, Ben Erickson, Luna Farmer, last week's winner, and Marty Stevens. Those drivers, unfortunately for them, they will fail to qualify. They will have to try again next week, or in Phelan Bradley's case, he'll have to try again at his next race, which will be a while because we'll see Carolina Bradley back in that 66 starting at Darlington next week. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to take these 7 drivers, join the top 35 as we get ready to see who will start on the pole for tomorrow afternoon's race. This is the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Welcome back here to Dover International Speedway as we're now ready for second round qualifying to see who will start on the pole for tomorrow afternoon's race. The timer has begun for the 15-minute session. And we'll begin with Cody Smart on track first. Kevin Joseph, the defending winner of this race in this field. And we're going to have a new Busch Series winner for Season 2 because the defending winner of that race is in this field. That is Lucy Myers in the number 4 machine as we're watching Cody Smart start his first time lap. Cody Smart 23,180. Cody's final season in this series has been anything but spectacular, 32nd in points. We're trying to get to the 19 of Monica Towns. Monica Towns in the 19 machine, 31st in the points. 22 points above the cut line. Senor Sean, will see him in a regular Jim Beam car tomorrow afternoon. Same with regular Home Depot Michael Anderson. Sean 12th in the points table coming in this race. Michael Anderson comes into this race in the 14th position in the points. There's Michael. We just talked about him. And a Blue Jay in the 48 dropped 3 spots down the 7th in points. And Tennyson out on the track. There's Tatum Wright. Tatum 13th in the points. Ben Tennyson comes in this race 18th in the points. Dropped 5 spots after last week's race. Monica Towns. Ashlyn Wright was here this afternoon in the Busch Series race. Had a difficult race in the Truck Series yesterday. Samadoskin, who failed to qualify for the truck race, we'll see him this afternoon in the Busch race as well. Ashlyn Wright jumped up 4 spots to 20th in the points. She's had 2 DNQs, but she's still in the top 35, believe it or not. Annie Crenshaw in the 2. 19th in the points coming in this race. Dropped 5 spots after last week's race at Loudon. We'll be back in the regular Miller Lite car tomorrow afternoon. And there's your most recent winner at this track. That is Kevin Joseph. Jumped up 2 spots to 33rd in the points. He is now 15 points above the 35th in the standings cut line. Annie Crenshaw just went to the top of the timesheets. Samantha Granger in the 07. 10th in points coming into this race. Jay Green still looking for his first career win. Dropped 2 spots down to 25th in the points. So far, Nathan Orman is still the rookie points leader. Now it's 3 points over the gal who's trying to run him down for the points lead. That would be Ashlyn Wright. Let's find Nathan Orman, shall we? There he is. In the CarQuest. Well, he'll be in the movie car tomorrow, the robots car. Nathan Orman is 17th in points, lost a spot last week, but still held on the rookie points lead. Luke Knight in the 40. 29th in the points coming in this race for him. There's Elena Aurora. 21st in the points, gained 7 spots after last week's race. Annie Thomas, we need to get to the 82 if they'll let me. There we go. Annie Thomas now 2nd in points. Drake Robertson, 34th in points. Brad Lewis in the 17. 28th in the points, lost 6 spots after last week's race. Eddie Barrett, currently in that 35th in the standings cut line. Todd Montgomery in the 77. 7 spots lost to 24th in points. That's Ponzo Albanese, you just saw on pit road. Ponzo is 11th in points, as we're looking at Jerry Harvick. 15th in the points for him. Liliana Pizza in the 38. 27th in points for the M&M's Ford. There's our defending Busch Series winner, Lucy Myers. 3 spots lost to 23rd in the points. And there's your points leader, Vanko Seaman. Currently 23rd quickest for him. Jacob Tutu, 9th in the points coming in this race. Currently 35th quickest. Got some work to do. Ashley Horton, 30th in points. Still has a healthy cushion between herself and 35th in the standings. That's Josephine Bouvier she just passed. Bouvier gained 5 spots up to 16th in points. Hanzo Albanese just got around Luke Knight. Carlos Rodriguez, Michael Brown. Both drivers raced their way into this field via the Gorgum session. Betty Johnson, 3rd in the standings. And that's 4th in points. Ashley Reynolds, our winner from Pocono a couple of weeks ago. Timmy Turner. Turner, 26 in points. Riley Anderson jumped up 4 spots to 22nd in points. There's Tatum Wright, 13th in points. Cody Smart just coming back out on the track. Margaret Jacobs dropped 3 spots down to 8th in the standings. And Selena Aurora right behind the 2 car. Annie Crenshaw, rather. Trying to get Penske their second pole on the season. There's Eric Alpha. Jacob Foster. He'll be spotting for Ellie Rose this afternoon in the Busch race. Next week, one more triple header. We'll have Trucks, Busch, and Cup. But note the dates. Wednesday, pole day qualifying for the Craftsman Truck Series drivers. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thursday night at 5, Busch Series pole day qualifying. Truck Series race Thursday night at 7. Winston Cup pole day qualifying Friday at 5, Busch race at 7, and then the Cup race will be at 7 on Saturday. And then it'll be just the Cup drivers that following week, as we'll have All-Star Race weekend. Before Trucks and Busch join up with the Cup drivers at Charlotte Motor Speedway for their longest race of the year. Up, got a car in the wall that might have been Tatum Wright. We're going to see a lot of that tomorrow afternoon. Or is that Oskin? I think that might have been Summit Oskin. Michael Brown's on pit road. Yeah, Oskin's got some right side damage on the Sylvania Chevrolet. Well, cosmetic damage, not going to be enough to go to a backup car. There's a gal we need to talk about, Maddie Crenshaw. Maddie Crenshaw is fifth in points coming in this race. So the points are as follows for tomorrow. Banco Seaman has a 7-point lead over Annie Thomas, 31 over Betty Johnson, who's third. Tied for fourth, which is Ashley Reynolds and Maddie Crenshaw. Jessica Miller is 6. Hannah Blue Jay, Margaret Jacobs, Jacob Tutu, Samantha Granger. That is your top 10 in the points going into tomorrow afternoon's race. And with about a minute to go, I don't think anybody's going to beat a 22.308 that was set by the Miller Lite Dodge out of Penske Racing. So the Blue Deuce is very fast. Which means Annie Crenshaw will get her first pole on the season. Question is, did she win a pole last season? Survey says she did. So this would be her third career pole of her career in the Winston Cup. And first of the season 2. That's it. Time is up. As pole day qualifying is done. Qualifying is all done. We're going to get ready for the race here tomorrow afternoon. And there's the way your grid will look for tomorrow afternoon's race. It is the beer cars on the front row, which I didn't realize it was a beer front row. Annie Crenshaw, first pole of the year. Third of her Winston Cup career. Margaret Jacobs will be alongside Ponzo Albanese, Riley Anderson, row 2. Hannah Blue Jay, Drake Robertson, row 3. Maddie Crenshaw, Brad Lewis, Maddie Crenshaw, in row 4. Nathan Orman, Senor Sean will complete the top 10. Look at the rest of the qualifying results. A couple of drivers that are running very well in the points got their work cut out. Banco Seaman, the points leader, 27th. Annie Thomas, 34th, first and second in points. Betty Johnson, third in the standings, 16th for her. But this is a track where you can definitely play some pitch strategy, and also survival will be a factor, and we're going to see that a lot in tomorrow afternoon's race. Hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying session. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown your starting lineup for tomorrow afternoon's race. They'll go green at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you this afternoon for the Busch race. Until then, I'm Dean DeVos. Thank you for joining me, and saying for now, so long from Dover International Raceway. Congratulations to Annie Crenshaw on her third career pole and first of the season here in the Winston Cup Series. Coming up next, we'll rejoin the Infinity Network Sports Studios programming already in progress. We'll talk to you at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network.